Up, Woody Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Boku no Hero Academia chapter 322, and the forced and overwhelming intervention of Midoriya continues. My God. I swear to God, this intervention is just, it's just trying so hard. It really fucking is. Minus, a few, characters. It really is. But I will say this, and I realized this prior to recording this live reaction, especially with Ida, this is very significant, is that with Ida, it is a total throwback to when Ida had his intervention with Midoriya. And remember what arc that was in? The Stain arc. And remember who we saw before this intervention happened? Stain! I see what you did there, Horikoshi. I'm still not happy that Stain is not doing this intervention with Deku. He should be the one to do this. He should. But instead we're getting this shit. God damn it. Anyway, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. And this chapter is titled Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite. You know what, Horikoshi? Your hero writing may be inferior to Furuhashi Sensei's, and Koichi may be the superior character. I'm sorry, it's true. No, I'm not sorry. It's true. Anyway, I still love your anti-hero and your villain writing. Oh God, I do. Anyway, let's get to this chapter now. His hand reached him. I need to let go. I can't muster the strength. God, this art looks great. I love the white background. This white background, usually I hate white backgrounds like this, but the significance of this background is so important because that white means like Deku is surrendering to this intervention, and that he realizes he needs to let go. And it just continues to prove my fucking point that none of these mofos need to be here, minus a few of them. Minus like Ida, Shoto, Bakugo. Those three in particular need to be here for this intervention. Because they understand the situation better than any of them. And obviously Shoto because he has to deal with the shit with Toya. Bakugo because he knows the whole lowdown on the situation, and he fought Shigaraki and watched the and not just watched, he was part of the situation. And Ida because he watched the situation, he saw it, and to an extent I think he did take part near the end of it too. So those three I can understand. And plus, Ida had an intervention from Midoriya. And when Ida, as I said, when Ida had his intervention, he wasn't overwhelmed by everyone like this. Jesus. I know the situation was different, but motherfucker, this is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, even though I need to let go, I can't muster the strength. Release! Can I land safely? Kirishima, ooh, clutch right there from Kirishima. You know what? You can make the argument for Kirishima being there because of what he's been through with in the overhaul arc. You can make the argument for Kirishima being there. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. What? Are you all right? Why are they here? They didn't do shit. I won't fall over. Midoriya, I remembered an old story that was on the news. A kid my age rushed in to save his friend from a villain. That was you, wasn't it? Being a hero has nothing to do with being special or strong. I think that your attitude from back then is the key to all that's happening now. You could have mentioned your situation, Kirishima. I don't know why you didn't draw on that. Because you have the whole thing with you and Overhaul, and then the whole thing with Gigamantica. Why did you not mention that? Like, you were being straight up preachy. Whatever. You're here just at the right time, Kirishima. Oh my god, you're just, sorry, this just frustrates me. You're here just at the right time, Kirishima. I was ordered to come here by Endeavor. It was completely by coincidence. Here's everyone else coming to overwhelm him. Midoriya, enough with all this stuff about being alone. Come back to us. Let's all go back to having classes together. You don't understand the situation. You can't. Oh, God damn it. God damn it. Hey, Midoriya-kun, I would love, hey, Midoriya-kun, I would love to come back, but it's too dangerous. There are a lot of people at UA. I don't want to cause them trouble anymore. I can't go back to how I was before. Do you remember what I told you after Shigaraki stabbed me? I don't remember. Don't even think about winning this alone. After yelling that out, my body moved on its own and I was impaled, yet I knew that I had to tell you those words. See, this is why Bakugo being in this intervention makes sense. For many reasons. Them mofos saying this about going back to UA and having classes. No! No. Even freaking Koichi, Koichi knew. He knew better. He knew that he couldn't go back home because there were villains specifically after him. For God knows what at the time. And he had to go into hiding. He knew that. But he also knew that he couldn't do it alone. He needed help. He had to figure it out for himself. And yeah, if I remember correctly, Koichi had a bit of an intervention to an extent. Koichi had a couple of interventions. But still, it's like, and yes, I know Koichi, he ain't at UA. He was supposed to go to UA. He ain't at UA, but still, it just... What Bakugo is doing right now, before I get into this, is very similar to what Soga said to Koichi in regards to Pop. And it's just really making me, it really is making me think of that. You just have to keep it simple and keep like the eye on, you have to keep it related to the situation at hand. Because if you just say, go back to the way life was before, bitch, do you not understand that you can't? It's not that simple no more. It's like with Harry Potter after Voldemort rose to power. Harry couldn't go back. He couldn't go back to Hogwarts. There's no way he could. This was after, what book was this? This was after Dumbledore died in Half-Blood Prince. This happened. So it's like, these mofos don't get it. I was looked down on, I always look down on you. Let me read this again, I'm sorry. Do you remember what you told me after Shigaraki stabbed me? I don't remember. don't even think about winning this alone. After yelling that out, my body moved on its own and I was impaled. Yet I knew that I had to tell you those words. I always looked down on you just because you were quirkless. You were always far away behind me, yet I felt that you were somehow miles ahead of me. I hated that. I didn't want to feel like that, and I didn't want to recognize that. It's why I grew so distant from you and always tried to beat you down. I opposed you and tried to show my superiority over you, but I always lost. After entering UA, um, absolutely nothing went as I thought it would. I spent all my days trying to figure out your strengths and weaknesses. It probably doesn't mean anything, telling you all this, but that's what I really think. Izuku, I'm so, I'm sorry for everything I've done up until now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's keep going here. And then I'm going to give you my thoughts. I have to keep going. And then I'll give you my thoughts, especially on how this art. The path you took as a successor of One for All is exactly what All Might did. Your choices weren't misguided at all. But as of now, you can barely stand on your own. Your ideals alone can only take you so far. If you ever encountered a road bump, you can always count on us for help. To surpass All Might, your ideal hero, we would all have to protect UA and the civilians in there together. It's the only way. I disagree with you on that, Bakugo. I do. But anyway. But let me talk about this. I have to. This is what an intervention is supposed to have. This is an intervention. My fucking god, not this overwhelming, forced shit that was happening. This. That is an intervention. That is what an intervention looks like. And I knew it. Bakugo was the only one. He was the only one that was going to get through to Deku. Like this. Ida may have helped get, Deku back down to earth a little bit and reach him to that extent to listen to Bakugo. But Bakugo was maybe staying too, to an extent, to listen. But Bakugo was the only one that was going to get through to him. None of these mofos were going to do it. There was no reason for them to be here. And I'm so pissed that they are. There was no reason. You know what? I'll take it back for a second. The only reason that they're here, my Bakugo let them be here, is so he can tell them off and be like, you mofos don't understand what's going on. No. I don't think you understand. But man, let's talk about this art right here. I love this. I love when we started with the I always look down on you. We're seeing Bakugo and Deku as a kid, and we're seeing the timeline. We're seeing everything here. And then when Bakugo's saying, I hated that. I didn't want to feel like that. We're seeing him as a kid. We're seeing them as both of them as kids. And then he says, it's why I grew so distant from you and always tried to beat you down. Yeah, I feel like, you know what? I'll take it back. This is why Horikoshi had all of them there. Because all of them mofos in Class 1A need to understand what's up. They need to understand what the fuck is up. Because they don't get it. And Bakugo's the only one that's going to make them understand what the hell's going on. And then I opposed you and tried to show my superiority over you. And this is in their school days. Pre-UA school days. We see them in their school uniforms. And then we head to UA and their first year of UA. We see them in their UA uniforms. I love it. And then we see Bakugo apologize back in the present. I love this intervention. And you know what? This is not just for Izuku. I really feel like this is for Bakugo too. Because Bakugo has really been holding it in as well. So not only, and I think Deku seeing Bakugo finally letting go, because remember what the first lines of this chapter are. Even though I need to let go, I can't muster the strength. Seeing Bakugo let go like this, mustering the strength that he had to let go, something that he has needed to do for years, that is going to give Midoriya the strength that he needs to let go. Horikoshi, this is brilliant. This is an intervention, how an intervention should be executed, and God damn it. I really wish Class 1A wasn't here, but I wish all the other bullshit didn't happen. But I understand to an extent, I understand to an extent why they're here, but at the same time, I really wish they weren't, because this moment, I'm going to cry because I understand. I understand how it feels to have this moment, to let go like this, how hard it is to let go like this. Bakugo was being extremely vulnerable. And to have everyone witness it like this, Bakugo is extremely brave for doing this. And it's got to be overwhelming. It really feels so overwhelming, but again, I understand why to an extent, is so that they realize that Bakugo is willing to work with them and all that, and to show that, but at the same time, it's like, dude, this is not, this should have just been Bakugo and Midoriya's moment. I feel like it feels so wrong. It really does. It really feels wrong. I'm very curious what you guys think in regards to that. Do you guys think it was appropriate for the rest of them to be there? I really feel like if anybody should have been here, it should have been Ida. It should have been obviously Shoto, Endeavor, and All Might especially. And Hawks too. Hawks really should have been here for this too. Those five definitely should have been here for this moment, to witness this moment. The rest of the class, I don't know. Kirishima, to an extent, Kirishima, yes, too. I will say, I'll make the argument for Kirishima to be here to witness this. But anyway, let's keep going. But I will say this, where I disagree. I agree and disagree. We would all have to protect UA and the civilians in there together. It's the only way. All right, let me read this. If you ever encounter a robot, you always can always count on us for help. To surpass All Might, your ideal hero, we would all have to protect UA and the civilians in there together. It's the only way. I agree to an extent, because yeah, they're gonna have to do that. But to surpass All Might, no, I do not agree with that. Bakugo, you know that is some bullshit. I feel like that right there. Nah, that is some emotional. That is emotional manipulation, and that is bullshit. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. There is more than one way to do it. That is not the only way. You can always find a way, and it's not just protecting the civilians in UA. What about the rest of the civilians? Do they not matter? Like, what the fuck? that's the main problem I have with this. I don't know who told him to say this, but yeah, this is some emotional manipulation, and I don't like that. But the rest of this was perfect. Everyone is already way ahead of me. How is everyone already ahead of you? How? You guys can't keep up. You guys can't keep up. I'm sorry for saying such a... Why are you sorry for saying such a terrible thing? It's true. No, you know what? I'm going to take that back. The majority of Class 1A can't keep up. Bakugo and Shoto can keep up. Fucking A. Bakugo and Shoto can keep up with you. For sure. They can. Some of the others in Class 1A could probably keep up with you. Ida's probably getting close to catching up with you, and maybe I don't know about Chaco, but you can't say the majority of them are catching up with you. Stop. Stop the lying right there. That is some bullshit, and you know it. That is bullshit. I know. Yeah, this better be for Bakugo only. You guys can't keep up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying such a terrible thing. I know. Yeah, that better be just especially for Bakugo, because that was bullshit for Bakugo. You know that for a fact. We've cleared the first hurdle for now. It will only get more difficult from now on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, admitting you have a problem is the first step. But god damn it, this guy... Oh, God, Look, he opened his eyes. He's woken up, 13. Thank God. Can you hear me, Midoriya-kun? Yes. As of right now, most of the civilians are moving to various evacuation centers. The ones... The ones remaining outside are anti-hero vigilantes and an extremist that has become violent alongside the prison escapees. The number of anti-hero civilians entering each evacuation center due to exhaustion is increasing. Since the extremists tend to work in groups, they are easy to catch. As the evacuation continues, it's getting easier to avoid both groups. Wait a minute, you're telling me anti-hero... No. Anti-hero vigilantes? No. I want vigilantes, but not anti-hero... No. Not anti-hero vigilantes. I want vigilantes. Give me... No. I want regular vigilantes, not anti-hero vigilantes. No. You are giving me regular... No. You are giving me regular vigilantes. None of this bullshit about anti-hero vigilantes. Nah. I want my regular vigilantes. I'm happy about anti-hero vigilantes. Yes. But, oh man, if you are telling me right now that Stain is going to be one of those hero vigilantes, I will live. Please do this. Please do it, Horikoshi, because that would be coming full circle, and that would be Stain living up to Knuckle Duster's creed. Please do it. Please. I am begging you. Everyone is doing their best in order to improve this situation. The solo journey that you did really helped the heroes and the police. UA? The UA barrier is currently activated. This wall is just a taste of what it can actually do. Just hearing about the security system will freak you out. It even connects to Shiketsu High. I want to meet Class A's expectations, but... Fuck Class A's expectations! Fuck them! Going back is not an option for me. Again, this is, as I said, this is very much like Harry Potter. They don't get it. It's noisy inside. Don't let that boy inside you, eh? The rumor about a boy that Shigaraki is after, it's him, isn't it? I do not blame the civilians for this. Hey, calm down, please. The principal explained it all to us. Our safety was guaranteed. Do you understand what that means or not? We left our houses because he guaranteed our safety. So why the hell would you put a ticking time bomb in here with us? It doesn't have to be UA. If you're going to hide him, do it somewhere else. Don't worry about it. Why not put him so... Oh my god. don't Ida-kun, everyone, and Bakugo-kun, everyone, fuck that shit. And Bakugo-kun made this all possible. We won't let go of you anymore. We can't. Who will save heroes when they're the ones in trouble? Oh, we know, connected feelings and you want to go there, huh? You want to go where who's saving the heroes when they're in trouble? Oh, I know where this is going. And I will explain. I gotta read this because this is very important. This is in Vigilantes, chapter 95 right here. Vigilantism is a backup plan for when official law and order institutions fall short. There may be a grain of truth to that idea, but as the authorities, we can't allow ourselves to rely on outlaws, see? To do so would be to admit that the justice system has failed. Yep. You know what this means, right? Vigilantes are coming. Oh, damn straight. I'm telling you, and between that quote and also, oh god, there's a good. This video is already long enough as it is, but there's a great sock analogy from Knuckle Duster in Vigilantes that really applies to this too. Oh, fuck, I have to read it because otherwise it will bug me. So this is the analogy here. He said that the way this world works, the way it's set up is like a pair of cheap socks. You wear them and holes are bound to rip open. Swapping out for a new pair won't help. Those will get holes too. It's just how it is. There's no perfect socks, he said. Once we accept that it's clear, there's only one thing we can do. Slap on another pair right on top of the old ones. Then it might not be pretty, but at least the holes are covered. That's what's going on. Let's be real. That is what's going on right now. That's why I had to read that shit. That metaphor is just fucking amazing. But yeah, based on what is being said right now in this chapter, vigilantes are coming. We already know about the evil vigilante, the bad vigilante, or the anti-hero vigilante, sure. But here's the thing, though. And I just realized this. In Vigilante Boku no Hero Academia Legals, there is this mindset that something that is a villain, if you don't have a license, you're automatically considered a villain. And I wonder if that mindset is still applied here. Because if that is the case, then that would be very interesting. I wonder if that's the case. Because that's what I hope not. I really hope not, because that's what Endeavor's mindset was. Lady Mint, I don't think it would be, because Eraser's mindset was not like that, and a lot of the other heroes' mindset completely changed to vigilantes about vigilantes, vigilantism. So I don't think that is the case. No, that would not make any sense. So these are probably these gotta, especially with how society is right now, no way. So, there's gotta be, amongst, here's where I'm like here's where I'm just kind of like, here's where I'm kind of confused. Because if you're telling me that there's anti-hero vigilantes and then there's if they were villains, they would just be flat out villains. But if they're anti-hero vigilantes, then wouldn't they just be, they should, maybe it's the translation. They just gotta be flat out vigilantes. It don't make sense. This don't make sense at all. Like, it's just something very sus about this. I'm telling you, the true vigilantes are coming. This really gets me hyped. I'm so fucking glad I'm finally getting my vigilantes. I really am. Thank fucking God. Horikoshi, thank you. Thank you for giving me that. I don't know if Furuhashi Sensei talked some sense into you, or if you were planning to do vigilantes from the start, but thank God. Okay. So, and yeah, when they're the ones in trouble, as I said, vigilantes who will save the day. But anyway, I know this video is getting way too long. But overall, my thoughts on this chapter is I'm really happy with Bakugo's intervention. The rest of Class 1A, they didn't need to be here. The way this whole intervention was executed was very forced and overwhelming. I'm talking about the whole lead up to this moment. And I feel like with Bakugo's genuine intervention with Deku, I'm really torn on it. I really am, because Bakugo's being extremely vulnerable, and to have this in front of the entire class, it feels really inappropriate. And it feels like it should just be with like Deku, Bakugo, Endeavor, maybe Hawks. Well, and also Endeavor not even there. So why the so maybe just like Bakugo, Ida, and Shoto, and this, there's not that many. Oh God, this is just so overwhelming. I feel so bad. I feel really bad for Bakugo, especially because he's has everyone witnessing his vulnerability, this vulnerable moment like this. I really do. I'm very curious what you guys thought of this chapter. What did you guys think of this intervention? Do you guys agree that this was completely overwhelming and very forced in terms of like the majority of Class 1A? Because again, they said just to come back to UA. They're fucking stupid for saying this. They are dumb for saying this. And I'm glad the civilians said something. Good on you, civilians, for saying something like this. Fucking morons. And yes, I had to make the Harry Potter analogy, because even Harry Potter knew. Harry Potter fucking knew that was stupid. Anyway, I'm very curious what you guys thought of this chapter, what you guys thought of this intervention, and what do you guys think about the vigilantes coming? I feel like Stain showing up was a sign of this. Was a sign of the vigilantes coming. The Ida intervention, and I feel like oh God. And I feel like we're going to be seeing Stain soon. I do. I really do. And I wonder if Stain is going to be taking down some of these anti-heroes. And also, do you think the anti-hero vigilantes are really are more villainous? Or do you think they're actual vigilantes based on the actual definition of vigilantes in the Boku no Hero Academia universe? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Boku no Hero Academia content, there's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.